Acts of the Apostles, chapter 25. So today I want to share with you a powerful and moving story. This chapter is more than just a historical account. It's a blueprint of resilience, integrity, and triumph of truth over deceit. As we dive into the story of the Apostle Paul's trial, I encourage each of you to see beyond the courtroom drama and recognize the timeless lessons that can guide us in our own lives. Now, what does it mean to stand firm in our beliefs when the world around us pushes back? Let's discover how Paul's steadfastness and faith can be a source of inspiration for us all. The Unyielding Paul and his trials. So this chapter opens up with Paul still imprisoned in Caesarea. It had been 2 years since he was initially taken into custody under Governor Felix, who left him there as a political favor to the Jewish leaders. Now Festus, the new Roman governor, arrives and is immediately confronted by these same leaders who are eager to resume their campaign against Paul. They request that Paul be transferred to Jerusalem, but their intentions are sinister. They plan to ambush and kill him along the way. Now, Festus, aiming to maintain peace and unaware of the plot, suggests holding the trial in Caesarea, where he would preside. So think about that. This part of Paul's story is a powerful reminder that even when surrounded by forces of deceit and conspiracy, we must remain steadfast. Paul's situation highlights the challenges that often persist over long periods, yet enduring faith can keep us grounded. His calmness and resilience on God's protection teach us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to stand firm in the face of it. Festus's initial investigation. So when Paul's accusers arrive in Caesarea, Festus convenes the trial. The Jewish leaders present their accusations, yet, as before, they lack any substantial evidence. Paul, with boldness and clarity, defends himself. He says, "I have done nothing wrong against the Jewish law, or against the temple, or against Caesar." Now, Festus, likely trying to curry favor with the Jews, asks Paul if he would be willing to stand trial in Jerusalem. Now, Paul, understanding the danger that awaits him there, wisely invokes his right as a Roman citizen to have his case heard by Caesar. So consider this. Paul's response during this trial is a testament to the power of self-advocacy. Even when faced with a crowd eager to see his downfall, he does not waver. This shows us that in moments of false accusations and injustice, the most powerful weapon we have is truth. Paul doesn't attempt to embellish or compromise. He simply speaks what he knows to be right. The lesson here is clear. When facing opposition, stand in your truth and let it speak for itself. It's beautiful. Paul's appeal to Caesar. So Festus, caught between wanting to please the Jewish leaders and fulfilling his role as a fair governor, agrees to Paul's request to go to Caesar. Now, this appeal is not only a legal maneuver, but a moment of profound strategic insight on Paul's part. He recognizes that going to Rome aligns with God's plan for him, because Jesus had once said, "Take courage. As you have testified about me in Jerusalem, so you must also testify in Rome." So think about that. That's amazing. It's a masterclass, right? I mean, Paul, his appeal teaches us the importance of using our resources and knowledge wisely. It shows that faith and practicality can go hand in hand. Trusting God doesn't mean being passive or simply waiting for deliverance. It can also mean taking bold, informed actions to fulfill our purpose. Paul's life illustrates that trusting God's plan may involve proactive steps on our part, and that's okay. Because whether it's seeking the right counsel, using the systems available to us, or boldly choosing a path that aligns with our greater calling, trusting God's plan is always the best approach. King Agrippa's curiosity. So Festus, perplexed by Paul's case, shares it with King Agrippa, who happens to be visiting. Agrippa is intrigued and expresses his desire to hear from Paul. Festus outlines the situation, emphasizes that while the Jewish leaders vehemently accuse Paul, the charges were not what he had expected. There was no crime worthy of death. Instead, the debate seemed rooted in religious differences and a claim about a dead man named Jesus, whom Paul claimed was alive. It's kind of funny that they would say something like that, although it doesn't surprise me. The decision to have Agrippa hear Paul reveals that even when we feel alone, our trials may be preparing us for an audience we never anticipated. And Agrippa's curiosity hints at how integrity can resonate beyond immediate circumstances. People take notice when someone stands firm in their beliefs, even under immense pressure. So think about that. That's amazing and beautiful. Paul's life reminds us that our challenges are often larger than they appear. They can impact not only our immediate circles, but also reach unexpected people. Now, Agrippa's interest is a testament to the ripple effect of faithfulness. This encourages us to live in a way that others may look at us and wonder about the hope and truth that are sustaining us. So, as we close this chapter, I encourage you to consider the example that's being set here by Paul. We'll continue this story in the next chapter, but consider that his unwavering faith, strategic thinking, and deep commitment to truth should be reminding us that challenges are opportunities in disguise. Life may place us in circumstances that test our limits and push us to our breaking point. But just as Paul stood firm and used this moment of trial to spread God's message, we too can transform our trials into testimonies. So think about this. If Paul, imprisoned and surrounded by those who wished him harm, could stand with such unshakable faith, what can we do in our lives when we face adversity? Are we prepared to stand firm in our beliefs, use our wisdom, and trust that even in the darkest moments, God is at work in ways we may not see? Let us go forward today with courage, knowing that each trial is not just a challenge to endure, but a chance to inspire, teach, and shine a light that guides others. May we walk in Paul's footsteps, holding on to truth, embodying resilience, and always trusting in God's greater plan. It's amazing and beautiful, isn't it? You know what else is amazing and beautiful? Is the way I feel right now, because I've had the opportunity to spend time with you again today. I love these conversations. I'll be back tomorrow to discuss the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 26, and we'll continue Paul's story. I look forward to seeing you, and I truly hope that you'll join me, because the moments we spend together are the greatest times of my life. Have a beautiful day, friends. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Take care.